Hello there, fellow NPCs. I'm Scythe, and today we're getting back into the house in Fata Morgana. We are dealing with some very heavy topics right now. Yeah, even hearing this music and song. Giselle has confessed to Michael that his father forced himself upon Giselle, and she was sent here to instead of being killed, that is. And yeah, you know the story by now. It was quite hard to read, honestly. But now we're going to see how Michael is internalizing this entire thing, I guess, to see how he's going to get back up, because he thought that he was shunned away because he was a monster, sort of thing, and now it turns out that the rest of his family is a monster. Sort of. We'll see exactly what happens. But now, let's go. I really, truly wish I had gotten to know him sooner. His brother? Yes, I had fled from the mansion in fear of him. But maybe if I had just a little more courage, his father. Enough to tell him the truth. Maybe he would have listened. I had let my initial impression of him solidify too quickly. Oh, no, this is Giselle's point of view. Sorry. I had convinced myself he was insensitive and perpetually expressionless, save for the arctic stare. But the man standing before me did experience sadness, pain, distress. Or at the very least, he appeared to, from where I was standing. Michael was, just like me, an ordinary person. That said, there was still plenty I didn't know. I was still lacking explanations for much of his behavior. Would you mind telling me about yourself now? Alright. Right after she was telling him everything, they being awkward together still made her laugh. So she is strong in that sense. I'd like to get to know you better. What are you doing here in the mansion, all alone? Why do you call yourself cursed? I told you everything. It's only fair you do the same. I have no interest in using your information for anything. I have no reason to. Or are you gonna keep pushing the master and servant line? You still think I have no need to know? Be quiet! For the love of God, stop talking already. You always pick the worst time. Really now? The first time he screams, however, so that's interesting. What? Oh. Excuse me? What do you mean I always pick the worst time? No, I wasn't. Unbelievable! Just when I'm starting to think you might actually be a decent human being. Then you go and spout this. No, Giselle, I wasn't talking to you. Who else could it have been? I was, talking to, you know, I have a condition that forces me to vocalize objections to my own thoughts. Like, schizophrenia, perhaps? Split personality sort of thing? No, not exactly. Intrusive thoughts. Is there something there where you have to shut down your inner thoughts? You know, that's about as convincing as my allergic to people excuse. Sorry. Weirdo. What crosses did he bear? What secrets did he keep? Maybe the truth was far beyond my reckoning. And if it was, even if it did, please, tell me everything. No matter what you say, I won't doubt your words. I will trust you, and I'm sure I can accept anything you say. Please, if you don't put it into words, I have nothing to work with. Okay. Where should I start, though? How about the curse, then? Are you actually cursed? That's a difficult question. I cannot, for example, take someone's life with my curse, nor can I bring about disaster. I don't have any magical powers like that. So, what you said outside was a bluff then? It was just a way to chase the villagers away. Yeah, he was damn good at it too. Well, you certainly put on a convincing performance. So you can't actually curse anyone, huh? Regardless, I am human. Nothing more, nothing less. At least, I consider myself one. Others would disagree. And the reason for that has to do with my body. Your skin, hair, and eye color, right? Right. Seeing Michael under the sun, it certainly wasn't what most people would consider normal. Awe-inspiring, in fact. Giving birth to me. It broke my mother. No, I drove her mad. Not only do I appear inhuman, I'm oversensitive to sunlight. While a little light through the window isn't much of a problem, I can't be outside, directly under the sun, for more than a couple of hours. When she realized I couldn't go out into the sun, my mother started thinking I was possessed by a demon. So she banished me to this mansion until my curse was broken. That was 10 years ago. Just because you looked different from them. The family's reputation was at stake too. If other noble houses realized they were giving refuge to an unholy creature, it would destroy the Bollingers. You saw how the villagers reacted. They called me a demon when they saw me. I suspect the rumors about the mansion played a part in that. If nobody thought the house was cursed, they wouldn't have... I'm sure you were afraid as well. You saw me and thought I was not of this world, that I looked like a demon. I thought you looked like an angel. A what? I at least thought you looked more like an angel than a demon. It never once crossed my mind that you might be evil. But I understand your situation now. Because of your appearance, you lived all alone in this dark mansion. For 10 years. It was never really an inconvenience. They bring me all the supplies I need. You big liar. Have you never considered running away? That's not an option. Because of the sun? No. I could move during the night if I really wanted to. I'm being watched. To ensure I don't leave. Watched. They can't allow anyone to find out that I'm alive. Particularly at the Bollinger estate. If I were to run, and they were to find out, I would probably be killed. If only I didn't stand out so much, I might be able to stay out of sight easier. But also, I had been holding on to a little hope, I think. Hope that I might be able to return someday. I have all but given up that hope now, though. Not that I ever had enough willpower to really fight for it. I see. You don't need to worry about pitying me either. It's long since become normal to me. That's not something that should ever become normal. So, what was that really, a moment ago? You don't actually have a condition that makes you argue with yourself, do you? Please, tell me. You don't have to believe me. In fact, I doubt you will. You're free to think I'm completely mad. Don't worry. I want to know. I can hear the witch's voice. The witch's voice. It started when I first arrived at the mansion. No one else can hear it either. Like I said, it sounds crazy. No, not at all. I said I would trust you, so I believe you. Maybe it's not well. Yeah, that has to be it. 10 years all alone in one place and you're bound to start hearing things. Except it began when he showed up. He seems like a delicate person too. Thinking about it like that, I'm starting to feel real sorry for him. Oh. Do I want to know what you're thinking? I'm here for you. Huh? I made up my mind. I'm going to stay here with you. Wait, what? Don't worry. I'll shout so loud you won't be able to hear that silly witch's voice anymore. Will you now? If you can hear it again, let me know. Understood? You don't have to be afraid. I never said I was. Whenever you hear it, I'll be there with you, holding your hand. She is recovering really fast here. And she's starting to take care of others. Maybe that's how she copes. Kind of like how when something horrible happens, you need to go back to work. But she has a coping mechanism that she has to take care of someone else. Someone else that is hurting, essentially. Maybe she has something like that. Well, we kind of took the extremely long route. But there you have it. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master. Master. Now, where should we begin? I know, supper. Are you hungry? What should I make? Slow down, please. What is it? If there's something you'd like, I'm happy to accommodate. You actually intend to stay here? Again? After what happened last time? Because of what happened. Because of that, we're finally able to see past each other's surface. I want us to try again. From the beginning. Oh, fuck. It's beautifully written. It's sad and beautiful at the same time. And this time, actually try to be considerate of one another's feelings. That's a promise, Master. No. Oh, alright. I can stay here, right? I don't mind. I'm glad to hear it. Say. Yes, Master. If you ever want something from me, could I please ask you to put it into words? I don't have much faith in my ability to pick up on things. Got it. Then there's something to start with. What do you say we open some of these windows? Open the windows? Yeah, we don't have to if you think it will cause you problems, but it would be nice to get a little light in here. I'd like to put an end to this house being a dark, closed-off cave. I wasn't the one who barred the windows. You weren't. They were like that when I arrived. Made it seem like a very appropriate place to lock me away. While I'm sensitive to light, yes, as I mentioned, a little sound through the windows shouldn't cause any problems. Alright then, can I ask you to help me open them? Let's both lighten this place up. After a few moments of silence, Michael gave me a curt nod. While we couldn't do anything about the windows that had been boarded up, The two of us forced open the ones that were just covered by rusted over shutters. When we got the first one open, a beautiful stream of light, like nothing I had ever seen before, flooded into the dark mansion's halls. I had assumed that spring would never come. All we had to do was talk to each other, listen to each other, and everything else would fall into place. But it was the first step that it was so hard, so much harder than either of us had expected. And now that the ice was melting, we had to treasure that. It might not have seemed like much to someone else, but to us, it was a huge accomplishment. Nice start. Oh, this is the memory we saw. She said something about opening the windows. This time, it all worked out. It has to. I had all the confidence in the world when we were together. But now that I'm alone, in the dark, in the absolute silence of the night, I'm starting to get anxious again. Starting to feel like something bad is going to happen. Like I'm going to mess something up again. We took a big step today, and I know I have to keep it together, to keep thinking positive. The goods you are after, Giselle, are not cheap. Understand? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the woman hath committed 3 sins. She has lied, she has stolen, and she has betrayed her fellow man. It's alright, it's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of, Giselle. Whatever happens, you have to hold fast to your faith in the goodness of others. You have no reason to tremble. Yes, come in. That's odd. I don't think I was hearing things. There's no one there. What was that about? Oh, a glass? It's wine, and it's so warm. I guess he heated it on the fire for me. Warm wine? Really? Is that a thing? I mean, we have spiced wine, is that what it's called in Sweden? That we drink for Christmas. That you need to heat up. That it's actually delicious. It's kind of like not like a soft drink, but something closer to that. Something children would drink. Oh, you could have at least said hi. I have a feeling this is going to work out. And now we're back to present day. Wherever that is. The light shining in through the windows is swallowed whole by the darkness. As if to say our time together never actually existed. We saw it though. Together we watched the light crack open the darkness. I'm begging you, please remember. Please find yourself. Please, Giselle, don't let the things you felt, the warmth that fell over us, remain lost to you. I actually forgot that this was the other part of the story. We need her to remember to bring her back. I might have seen it. Seen the most beautiful light. Giselle. But are these truly my memories? Could they not be someone else's tale? Like all the others we have seen so far. She was so bright and energetic, and I am neither of those. Besides, the maid needs not a tale of her own. This is not a story. These are memories. Mine and your memories. No one else's. It was all very much real. as were the kinder, happier days that came next. Kinder, happier days. Those words create a strange warmness within my chest. But at the same time, they make me indescribably anxious. Is there really happiness to be found down the road? Even if our past doesn't lead to happiness, it couldn't be worse than where we are now. Come, Giselle, to the spring that made us more than just strangers. Master? Come on, get up! Ah, here we are. Up with you! Master! What? See? What did I tell you? It's so much nicer in here with a little light. Morning? Wait a sec! Don't you hide under your bedspread. Get out of there! I'm fine with my room staying dark. What she's even doing in here? Oh, but master, you agreed that I could open the windows. I did, yes. Don't worry, I'll put curtains up. If it gets too bright, you can draw them. Mornings take the best part of being outside and squeeze them all into the same few hours. You don't have to go outside in the sunlight for it either. Just listen to all the wonderful sounds. The joyous songs of the birds, the swaying of the trees, the rustling of leaves. Am I being as pushy as I feel right now? Kind of. But it wouldn't be you if you weren't. So for now, I won't get on you about it. Also, now that I know your real intentions... No, never mind. I completely misjudged you. You're the exact opposite of what I thought you were. What did you think of me? Let's see. I thought you were cold and cruel, heartless and incomprehensible. But I'm beginning to get a better idea. You try to put on airs, but you're really rather childish. Jeez. You have a short temper, but you can be surprisingly playful. What else? You have a pretty difficult personality too. There's not a single good trait on that list. Now, hear me out here. That's not everything. You give me a chance to talk and you listen intently. You can be kind of nice too. We agreed that we would live together, not just in the same house. So we got plenty of time to add more to the list. Yeah. And I hope you can make your own list about me too. This is just the beginning after all. We got a long time ahead of us. Plenty enough to get to know each other now. Let's not waste any time then. What do you say we do something today that we haven't been able to do before? Where should we begin? Oh, I know. We can get this place cleaned up. You want to clean? Now that there's some actual light in here, we can see all sorts of things we'd probably rather not. Like dust. All over the place. My vision was still slightly unfocused, having not completely escaped from Morpheus' embrace, but I could see well enough to catch her smiling brightly. That was the first time I had gotten a good look at her in the light. Could see facial features I had missed during yesterday's commotion, and those glittering eyes. Not even a trace of the tribulation she had endured tainted her pure jade eyes. She's surprisingly good looking. I'm clearly not myself right now. Is something the matter, Master? I know, you're still half asleep, aren't you? I guess I'm just going to have to throw my best bucket of water on you. What is a best bucket of water? I'm awake, I'm awake. Is there something on my face then? It's far too amusing a sight to wake up to. Amusing? Oh, just get out of bed already. What a noisy morning. But he remembers it 1,000 years later, in a sense. I got my first decent look at Michael's face under the light of that morning. Watching him stifle a yawn as he crawled out of bed. All the little details I hadn't been able to pick up on in the darkness. His expressions, mannerisms, and the way he looked at me. I could see facial features I had missed during yesterday's commotion, and those vivid, all-consuming red eyes. I was probably, no, almost certainly, making a really dumb face at him. He does look like he just woke up, actually. Is it just me, or is he very pretty? How could I have not noticed until now? Oh jeez, wow, I can't look him in the eyes. Yes, the eyes. He has such heavy bags under the eyes. That's why he looks newly awakened. Yes, what can I do for you? Is there something on my face? What? No. Huh? Hair monster! Excuse me? No, your hair, it's really long. Yes, that's it. Way too long. Oh, is that any way for a servant to speak to her master? I'm just kidding. I don't have any interest in holding your status against you anymore. Yeah, I see. It's really hard to tell if he's joking or not. So, about the cleaning. May I wash my face first? What? You're going to help? As I just said, I'm not going to act like I'm superior to you anymore. What are you snickering about? I can't help it. I'm happy. If my hair really does bother you, you can cut it. I can cut it? Oh, of course. I'll give you the best haircut you've ever had. Oh, but I should warn you, you'll want to stay perfectly still. I'm a monster with a pair of scissors. My sisters always said you were as likely to lose an ear as you were your hair whenever I cut it. You stay away from me! Yeah. Okay, so they find each other attractive at least. I was shocked at how much more comfortable it felt around her only one day following our opening up to each other. Maybe this was normal, and I had simply never felt it before. I didn't know. I had thought it would take years of work to get close enough to someone to be able to have a conversation without picking apart every little detail. But here I was, a day later, already there. Was that how it usually worked? Did people normally get close and draw apart so freely? I didn't find it unpleasant to have someone else around. It was a strange feeling. All that friction had dissipated in an instant, and it was like we had known each other for years. Though not entirely willingly, we began sharing meals, something I had always done by myself. Hey, I see you shoving aside that parsnip. You need to eat everything. Do you have any idea why there was so much rotting parsnip in the cellar? I don't care for it. You could at least pretend to be ashamed. Geez, you're not a kid, so don't be so picky. It's not good for you. Hasn't caused any problem thus far. Well, it kinda did since you drove her out. It will soon enough. I can't believe you. We have limited supplies and we won't eat your vegetables. Oh. Ooh, question. I've got an idea. Go on. Is the list of supplies sent by your family set in stone? Meaning? I was just wondering if it was possible to make requests. If I could, I would just go on a shopping trip. Perish the thought. The only village around here is the one you came from. Right. Say, are you saying that out of concern for... Who would ever be concerned about you? I just want to be able to sleep well at night. And I'm not interested in throwing more servants to the lions. You know, you're a whole lot simpler of a person than I first thought. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. Back to your question about the delivery. Yes, you can. I haven't made any requests recently, but you can write what you want on a sheet of parchment. Or if we don't have any, something similar. Put it in a box and leave it outside. As long as your request is not completely unreasonable, it should arrive with the next package. Why? Is this something you need? Yeah, I was hoping to increase our selection of vegetables. And while I'm at it, if possible... Actually, that's a secret. A secret? It's nothing too exciting. I'll tell you when the time is right. A simple life. My relationship with Michael gradually transitioned from master and servant to something close to friends. He was still my master, but he allowed me almost complete freedom. And he didn't order me around either. He even gave me a hand with my work. Though he was still not very talkative and oftentimes hard to read, he at least seemed to be making an effort to close the gap. He would on occasion tell me about himself, though not in much detail, and anytime his family came up, he grimaced uncomfortably. Apparently his father had wanted him dead. His brothers, though, had worked to create a scenario in which he could live, faking his death and sending him to this remote mansion. Oh. Right, his father did not know he was still alive, right. I had never encountered Michael's brother while at his family's estate, but assuming he was right and it was one of them who had given me the letter, they were likely our only allies at the house. I don't know what he's thinking. It's been 10 years, Michael had muttered. To which I had replied, have faith. It was better to believe in something, even if it felt silly and unreasonable, than to lose faith in everything. My being able to find renewed belief in the kindness of people was what had allowed me to start smiling again after all. Because I was able to have faith, I was able to enjoy life once more. It wasn't an exciting or thrilling life, it was a humble, simple one with just the two of us. But I wouldn't trade that light for anything. Some people might think it dull or dreary, but it was ours. Master, I really truly appreciate that you want to help me with cooking. I do honestly, but... This is apocalyptic, this is mutinous, this is an affront to gastronomy, this is unearthly disgusting. Funny. Get me better ingredients. What? I am not a bad cook, these are simply bad ingredients. If they were better, they would taste just fine boiled. And it's not as bad as you claim, besides. You make a mocker of the culinary arts! There are no culinary arts in the year 1000. Not to this degree at least. I've been eating this for years. I don't see the problem. I've heard quite enough, Master. It sounds like I'm going to need to put your taste buds through some intense rehabilitation. I have to teach him what real food tastes like. Otherwise he won't be able to appreciate it if I make him something really good. Hold the chair steady for me, will you? I'm going to wipe down the top shelf. I can handle it. I'm tall enough to reach without standing on a chair. It's not as simple as just running a rag over it. I've got practice, so let me take care of it, alright? There's a lot more dust than I expected. I probably should have used something to cover my mouth. You're going to want to hold your breath for this, Master. Alright, here goes. She's quite practiced. Is there any need for me to be holding the chair? Chair! Whoa! Hold the chair! Ow. I'm so sorry. I didn't think there would be that much dust. Thank you for holding the... Master? Your hand is... Well, your hand is, on my, it's on my chest. I know it was an accident. Right, it was. It's fine, really. It was my fault anyway. It's completely fine. Totally fine. I can't even look her in the eyes. Could this be any more painfully awkward? So don't worry about it, Master. Honestly, I should be apologizing for subjecting you to that. That's easier said than done. I have to do something about this stifling awkwardness. For one, it was only for a moment. I barely even realized what it was. But that's not the issue. I need some clever way to brush all this aside. Something witty that tells her that I'm not bothered at all. I'm not concerned. In fact, I see no reason to be concerned at all. It felt like I was squeezing an obese rat. Okay. It's not nice, but it is so left field that it might work. Obese rat. I hardly even perceived it as a breast. An obese rat. An obese rat. What? How utterly insensitive can you be? I'm going to rip every last hair off your head. Leave my hair out of this! Would have been nice with some extra CGs here, actually. Say, Master, what did you do all this time all by yourself? That's an exceedingly vague question. Say, when you were really stupidly bored out of your mind, what did you do to keep yourself occupied? Meditate? Yes, how many times have you reached enlightenment? I sometimes play chess too. Chess? Wait, by yourself? Yes, I imagine how an opponent might react to my moves and play the other side that way. That's kind of depressing to think about. How about this, Master? Play a game against me. Do you know the rules? You bet I do! I do come from a family of merchants, so I keep up with friends and know all sorts of games. Prepare to meet your maker! So, who was I supposed to prepare to meet again? Come on, have a little mercy, you trounced me. Trounced me? One more time, I just wasn't on my top. I just wasn't at the top of my game. When am I going to meet this maker? What? How? When did you put me in checkmate? One more! Oh, hold on. That's not fair. Take it back! Ah, my king! Please stop! Amateur. Can't you just go a little bit easy? That is an ugly ass smile though. You never asked me to go easy. This isn't a game! This is slaughter! This is a one-sided massacre! About this maker. I'm looking right at him. That was actually kind of fun. No, it wasn't. It was miserable. Next time we're playing something fair. Such as? Let's see. Oh, I know. Arm wrestling. Huh? Arm wrestling. You sit across from each other, put your elbow on the table, grab hands, and see you can pin the other down. Who would ever willingly participate in such a primitive competition? Not interested then? Or are you afraid you might lose? Alright then. Primitive. I can't imagine losing to a woman. Okay, elbow on the table. Start on my count. Ready, go! Dunk! Victory! Yeah, that was a good spring, it seems. Smile? No. No smile. Oh. Yeah, there we have a smile. They are going through the motions. We don't have to see everything. We understand what's going on, so to speak. They are getting closer. They are getting past friends. With each passing day, it grew less and less unusual having someone, having Giselle, always at my side. But that will also be the end of today's episode. This was nice. It felt good. And I honestly did not expect to start crying in the very beginning of the episode. That's a new one. It's usually... it did take quite a bit longer the other times around. I couldn't stop this game right away because I was crying this time. And yeah. This is nice. It's going a bit fast, but now they're having they just had a montage of them living together. So they have grown together a bit now. So now a real romance can begin. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Joseph for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. If you guys want to help me out, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye everyone.